Welcome online, ladies and gentlemen. We're just about to start today's session. We're live streaming here in the Zoom room and also in YouTube. So with that in mind, if you've got anyone you're inviting onto Members Night, they don't want to miss some updates from Sergio today, then get them on. You've got a 30-second timer in which to do that. In the meantime, type in exactly where you're watching us from today. Alrighty, for those people who are online today that don't speak fluent English, don't fret. We actually have closed captions on YouTube for the playback and here in the Zoom room where you can select them at the bottom of the screen. So have a quick listen to this.
Por favor, vaya a la parte inferior de la pantalla en Zoom o YouTube y haga clic en subtítulos para leer en español.
Kérlek menjünk képernyő aljára, a Zoomon vagy a YouTube-on, a closed caption részre, és ott el tud olvasni magyarul a feliratot.
Silakan klik di layar bawah pada Zoom atau YouTube dan klik caption untuk membaca dalam bahasa Indonesia.
Pour les sous-titres en français, veuillez cliquer au bas de votre écran Zoom ou YouTube sur CC ou Closed Captions.
Zoom または YouTube の画面の下部に移動し、字幕をクリックして日本語で読んでください。
請到屏幕底部點閱隱藏字幕以閱讀中文。
Παρακαλώ πηγαίνετε στο κάτω μέρος της οθόνης, στο Zoom ή στο YouTube και κάντε κλικ στους υπότιτλους για να τα διαβάσετε στα ελληνικά.
請到屏幕底部點擊隱藏字幕以閱讀中文.
אנא עברו לתחתית המסך בזום וביוטיוב ולחצו על תרגום לכתוביות בעברית.
Proszę zejść na dół ekranu na Zoomie lub YouTubie i kliknąć napisy, żeby przeczytać.
I always love listening to all those languages, particularly at the moment, because we're seeing new leaders pop up all over Europe. Neumi is going gangbusters. In fact, I've been on a couple of corporate calls in the last few days with some big American leaders as well, who are coming across from patch companies, from skincare companies, from all sorts of different companies, which is exciting times. So as I said, Michael Firth here, live streaming to you from the beautiful Sunshine Coast in Australia. You can see it's beautiful weather today. And we've got people who are logged on from all over the place. We have Florida in the USA. We have Canada. We have Perth, Western Australia, Surabaya, Indonesia, Ontario, Canada. A couple of those, Las Vegas, Florida, Pontypool in Ontario. What a really cool name. We have Antigua, don't know where that is, and I think that's somewhere in Australia. Canada, Savannah, Georgia, had a couple of Georgian people on this morning. Hong Kong, Indonesia, fantastic. People coming on from everywhere. So today, I have the pleasure of being your MC, but I'm not the one who's going to be sharing with you today. In fact, we're actually really blessed that we do have our amazing Vice President of Sales, which is our amazing, and I've just noticed I'm missing something here, guys. Just give me a second. Which is Sergio, who is our head of sales. And Sergio is going to share with us some updates, which I think everyone needs to pay attention to. So what do they say? A bluntest pencil remembers better than the sharpest mind. So with that in mind, let's have a quick listen to this.
Hello, Neumi Nation. Happy almost end of the month of February 2025. This month just flew by. You know, we've been having so much activity taking place and being out in Europe and then coming back and following up with some meetings here and preparing for what's to come in the next few months even. We're just seeing how fast time flies. But it's not over yet. Don't wait to finish off the month strong. Today, I have an opportunity to share some wonderful things for the next few weeks that we'll talk about, but I do want to start by sharing some information today. So welcome to tonight's member night, or good morning, wherever you may be. And give me just one moment here as we get set up. All right, so what a privilege it has been for me to be part of Neumi. Our story starts with hydrostat, and that's what we're telling. It's very easy to be able to promote a wonderful company with its opportunity when we have wonderful products like these. You know, I've really enjoyed taking these products, and that's really the highlight. That's what motivates me to begin sharing the story of this wonderful company, is that we have technology, unique technology that works in delivering these wonderful products that we have, such as the Neuro that we launched last year. But we're going to continue to share our story throughout this year of what that molecular encapsulation really is. So that will be something we're sharing. I want to remind you, as we finish up the month, we extended the rank matching bonus promotion. So you have just 2 more days to finish that strongly. But if you don't remember quite how it works, go ahead and take a look at this slide. It's very simple. So all you need to do is help 3 of your personal enrolled members achieve a new rank. So that means that they're getting paid for the very first time on that rank. And you must have a minimum of 3. So this promotion does have a lock that in order to unlock that in your system, you need a minimum of 3. But it's really nice if you achieve a higher rank in February, because now we're focusing on this one specifically with the extension, you will receive an additional 5% of the volume associated with that rank of the people you help rank advance. So that means, imagine how you could have 5% of 1 star of various ranks. If it will always go off the higher rank, so it doesn't pay out twice, as I explained in the past, but you do need a minimum of 3. If you have questions, please go ahead and contact us, or even better, go to help.neumi.com. Here are just some simple reminders and questions that were commonly asked. It's always paid out with the monthly commissions because it is a rank advancement. So we must run the commissions at the end of the month, and we'll pay it with your monthly unit level commissions, okay? So if fewer than 3 personally sponsors break up, will I receive the matching bonus? The answer is no. So again, you do need to have 3 in order to qualify for this bonus and to unlock that in our system. If I rank up twice in the same month, will a bonus be paid for hitting both ranks? The answer is no. The bonus is paid once and is paid on your highest rank achieved. And if I have more than 3 personally sponsors rank up, will I get a matching bonus for them? The answer is yes. So you don't need to stop at 3. You can continue. There is no cap on it. So take advantage of it, just a minimum of 3. Let's go ahead and move on. You know, we're getting ready to go to Las Vegas, and that's actually coming sooner than we think. So congratulations to all of you that work so hard to be part of this Achieve experience. I can tell you that we're going to have a very special time together. We're building community. We're going to train. We're going to hear from grounds. We're going to hear training specifically from what our founder, Steve and Scott, has taught. And we're just very excited, along with some fun. So you do not want to miss. But to get those excited that have confirmed, congratulations. Again, we'll see you in just a little over a month. We'll be there from April 3rd to April 6th in Las Vegas. This is actually a resort that's called Green Valley Ranch. So just to get you excited, take a look at this resort. It's very nice. It's very, it's secluded from all the busyness, but it's really a good space for events, for our industry, and these type of networking events especially. So I think we're going to have a really good time. And someone mentioned today that the food's really good too. So that's always a plus. Now let's move on to the other event. We are in the process of qualifying for something that's caused a lot of excitement throughout the world. I can tell you that I've met a lot of people in the last 2 months that want to know more, of course, about Hydrostat, our products, opportunity. But one of the things that intrigues them is this trip. So we have this wonderful trip that we're going to take to take the diamonds. So as I've explained on this call several times, all you need to do is hit once as a diamond. And you are invited to this trip. Of course, there are different tiers. I don't know about you guys, but I haven't seen an incentive diamond trip so attractive and yet so rewarding and simple to obtain. Don't get me wrong. I know it's not easy to hit diamond, but what I mean is that you don't have to worry about additional points. All you have to do is hit diamond. So what a fun concept that you get rewarded with benefits of being a diamond. Plus, you get to participate on not only a 3-night or 5-night, but a 7-night cruise in Europe. This is really cool. I'm very excited for all those that will be attending. You have until the end of June this year And we hope to see many of you upcoming diamonds there. So use this as an opportunity to even attract new leaders to your downlines and get yourself there as well. So just a quick reminder, it will take place October 2nd through the 9th of 2025, and it will be heading through Spain, it'll start out in Rome. We're going to go to Spain, go through some different ports in Italy, and come back to Rome after the 7 nights. So we look forward to talk more about that and see you all there. I do want to highlight a lot of members that have started out the year strong and have been holding meetings. A lot of these upcoming members that we have throughout the world are getting good mentorship from their uplines, as it should be, and they're taking off and putting on their own meetings and events. So this is a meeting that took place last Saturday, as a matter of fact, in Tucson, Arizona. The reason why this event was special is because Claudia and I had an opportunity to be in California last year along with Alex Monterrosa, and there was a group of ladies that drove all the way from Mexico, northern Mexico. They said, hey, we really want to get an event going in northern Mexico. And we came back and said, well, why don't you do one in Tucson so that it can be convenient for people around that surrounding area, and it's not too far from Mexico, in the region where you're from. And they said they agreed, so they put on a wonderful event. This is a congratulations to them for going out of their comfort zone and starting a great movement. They kicked off something great in Arizona. And I invited Claudia. Many of you maybe don't know Claudia yet, or I know many of you know her because she's been here since the beginning. But Claudia is our sales manager for Neumi, and she's actually managing the Latin America market. She's also managing the U.S. Spanish speakers that are coming in. And Claudia, you've done some fun things in the last month. Congratulations, here you are participating in this meeting. And another one that I'll cover in a little bit. But what is your experience as you're going out to the field in these new meetings and new people that are coming on?
Sergio, thank you for introducing me. My name is Claudia Aguilar, and I've been here for a long time ago, and I am so excited to share with you, Nomination, all the great things that were happening in Tucson, Arizona, because we have a really good group of people that they wanted to go to the meeting because they are excited to know about the products, about the opportunity of the business, and these people now they are members of Neumi, and it was so good, the meeting. We have people from Mexico, but for Tucson and Phoenix, and some people from California too. And so it was a really good meeting. And a doctor was with us too.
What is his doctor's name? You were telling me about him a little bit.
Dr. Velarde, and so he's part of some University of Arizona, and he's so engaged with Neumi, and he said, no, let me participate, and yeah, he was there.
Yeah, and my understanding is that he recently joined Neumi too, right?
Yeah.
How exciting! So imagine that he recently joined, and he was already out there presenting, inviting new people to join this wonderful opportunity. So here's the highlight of the wonderful ladies that put on this event. Claudia, thank you for going out to support them.
Thank you for
They're doing amazing things, and congratulations to this wonderful group of ladies from team players. They're from Tucson, they're from Nogales, Hermosillo. So they're
and some for California too.
And California. So look at that. They're starting to build a movement here in the United States that can feed off. And that's great, Claudia, because sometimes we think that we have to go out so far to build, but in reality, there's nothing like building in your backyard. Sometimes that's how you even get, not sometimes, you constantly get connected to people worldwide through building in your backyard.
Yeah, they are amazing, and they are excited because they invite more people, and they want to reply the meeting, and now in Phoenix, and in the future, short future, in Nogales, Mexico. And so, yeah, we can do it. And we don't need a lot of people. Look, the next, imagine that Sergio is sharing.
Yeah, so this is another event that took place. This was actually in our own backyard here in Utah. We've had the privilege to meet this wonderful upcoming leader. We've been very impressed by her. Her name is Austria. She's a 1-star now. Congratulations, Austria. But she's been exemplary. We've seen her just be so dedicated. She actually held a few meetings here with Italo, where you and I actually participated in this very conference room here at Neumi. And here she is putting on her first meeting on her own
Yeah, yeah,
here
yeah. It
in
was
Utah.
amazing. It
So,
was amazing.
what did you think about this one?
Oh, I think that I love the meeting because they are so connected with the product, and they say, no, 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 Numi has 4 products, but we can identify it with one for sure. And so, Austria, thank you again, because it was a really good event. And we have other psychologists, professional that she was talking about the and so yeah,
They're excited to see you being on. That's kind of why I'm highlighting these leaders that are upcoming, and we're learning a lot last year, but now they're holding their own meetings. So it's really
exactly.
exciting to see. Congratulations. Thank you for going out for both. And a local upcoming leader here in Utah. We connect a lot with him. He is also he has a lot of people in Latin America, but Japan and the United States. And he's actually a very good to see what he did. The reason I'm sharing this image is because sometimes we may think that we need to wait to put on a meeting in person, but that's not always the case. Here we are talking to you virtually worldwide, and I wanted to share this picture. He actually, I'm highlighting this because for 2 months, him and his team from all over, we have members in Canada, Colombia, and Mexico, that had very high attendance virtually. And this is just an image of Aaron Renard, our CEO, participating on that event. And I was watching that earlier today, Jeremy. Great job. And you do some great hosting, translating, and very good content. So congratulations to you. And thank you for being an example of some of the ways that we can put on events, whether even if it's not a meeting, you can do it virtually too.
Exactly. It was a really good big meeting, and we are excited because they have the plan for reply too. And so no, this is the beginning.
It is. And I'm showing this as well because sometimes we can participate in those meetings, especially when they're very organized and well planned out. In this one, Aaron was able to participate, as I mentioned, and it's very good content. So congratulations to Jeremy and the team as well. Now, I want to keep talking about events that are going on, and I want to invite many of you to start putting on your events. Claudia and I right now are focusing a lot, not only in all the world, but we have so many wonderful opportunities here in the United States, Canada. We have a lot of growth that's upcoming in Latin America, and of course, Europe is just growing a lot. We'll have some future exciting announcements regarding the launch of Thailand. We'll have more details in the next little bit of that. And of course, we're in the development of the Japan opportunity through NFR. So if you haven't heard about that, look it up on help.neumi.com because you can start doing business there. And as I mentioned, even Jeremy's doing that already. So we can definitely answer questions if you need them. But to highlight some of those meetings, Claudia, they're not stopping there. We have a meeting this coming Saturday. And this will be my turn to go out to the field. And I'm very excited because our double diamond Juanita Santillan is hosting this meeting. And the reason I'm very excited about this in particular is one, because the first time I met Juanita in person, we talked about this moment. I said, oh, Juanita, let's put on an event together or put on an event so I can come out and support you. And the time has come. And it's just exciting for me because she's doing it in a very unique way where she has 2 sessions and she'll have one in English and Spanish. So that gives a lot of opportunity for those areas. You don't have to worry about translation, but you'll have 2 different sessions. So Juanita, thank you. I look forward to being with you in just a few days. And I look forward for a great event. And if you're interested in attending, all you have to do is get on the app and reach out to Juanita and get yourself registered.
For sure.
If you can't get a hold of her, you can email events@neumi.com. But this is an event that's open to all with corporate presence, but Juanita is hosting it. Here's the address if you're interested, but we do ask that you contact her first so that she can take you into consideration for registration.
Thank you, Sergio, for being there.
Yeah, there's another event too, right? The following day.
Yeah, we have more.
Where's the next one, Claudia?
April 2nd in Mexico City, and this will be hosted by Italo Elgueta and Alex Monterrosa, our crown. And so, nomination, we need to go because it's open, the event, and the time is 10 to 2 p.m. And so it will be great. We invite you guys.
Yeah, I think you should take advantage of these two wonderful leaders coming together. Italo, I've had the opportunity to get to know him a lot because he's local.
Yeah.
And Alex, of course, is just an amazing presenter. It's not a coincidence that he's a crown. He's very talented. He's very driven, and he's got a lot of experience in the industry. I'm very happy to know that he's going to be out there supporting Italo. If you are interested, please get in touch with either Italo or Alex. And if same thing, if you can't get a hold of them, go ahead and email events@neumi.com, and we'll see if we can guide you in the right direction to get you registered. So you do not want to miss. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because I want to invite many more of you leaders to put on your own events and just reach out to us here through Field Development. Let us know when you want us to go out and partner with you to give you that support. We have a lot of fun and we have really good outcomes with this. So it's a very important part of the industry. But like, again, it doesn't always have to be an in-person event. We're willing to be part of webinars or meetings that are well organized and well planned. So thank you for listening, and we hope to share some good results with that. Claudia, can you please hand me that wonderful asset we have here? My friends, the time has come, as I've been talking to you in the past few weeks. We're starting out the year, and we are doing a very important thing here at Neumi. We're constantly trying to improve on the tools that we offer you. And, you know, this has been a great asset. I was able to launch this at the last summit, and I've actually been using this quite a bit as I've been on the road, because sometimes people don't realize the tools that we have available, and we're working on getting more updates, and some you can take advantage of what exists. But how many of you outside of the industry have started a job or even a school experience, whatever it may be, but you get there and you don't know what to do, and maybe the company or school doesn't have the best onboarding plan? And so what we want to do is, of course, your leaders are the experts in what to do out in the field. So please, you know, reach out to your uplines, to your leaders. But we created this generic information to help you get going on your first 90 days. This book has actually come from a lot of experience out in the field, and not corporate experience. This is because we're corporate employees. We understand the industry. We constantly are educating ourselves. In fact, 2 weeks ago, I had the privilege to go to a seminar here with some of the executives like Chris, and we were just constantly learning with other executives from other companies in the industry, and coming together to learn and to share ideas and to kind of observe. But yes, we are not out in the field like all of you are, but we're here to support you. Our job is to really be here and give you the tools that you need for you to succeed. So this is a tool that I don't want to be forgotten. If anything, I want this to be used more and more.
Oh, you know, Sergio, I have in Spanish. If someone needs in Spanish, please send me a WhatsApp or email, claudia@neumi.com, and I can send you guys in Spanish.
Claudia@neumi.com. Yeah, and we do actually have this in French as well. So it's a great asset. But basically, when you member enrolls, Claudia, we want them to kind of know where to go. And the reason I'm showing you this is because you can use this interactive virtual option that is available to you in the library to download. Or you can do what we did and just kind of bind it. You know, it doesn't cost you much. But I personally like to have this. When I'm out on the road, I take this, because as I teach people and train them on it, it's a lot easier and it makes sense. So you'll have your welcome from Aaron, of course, and kind of what our vision is. So this is designed to help you embark on your business journey by setting and achieving your 90-day goals. And there has never been a better moment to take control of your future. Whatever your aspirations, know that they are within your reach. So that's a part of the invitation here from our CEO, Aaron Rennert. Now, I'm going to be training in the next few months on these sections. So we're going to go section by section. Today, we'll go ahead and get started with the Belief Starts With You. And welcome to your Neumi journey. So again, there's a lot of things that not only will help you kind of have a vision to your goal setting, but will also help you see the business at a glance, understand the compensation plan. One of the things that really stuck out with me in this last convention that I went to, more for corporate employees, is just sometimes we forget to go back to the simplicity of the basics, you know?
Yeah.
I always focus on sharing products, sharing the wonderful compensation plan we have, focusing on recognition and focusing on events, you know, that creating that community. But everything starts with you, you know, you must believe in it, and everything will go from there. Now, this first section we want to be personable, and we talk a little bit about personal development, give you some motivation, so to say. So here are some nice sayings, some nice things that you can look into. There's a QR code that you can also get more information on. But I let my happiness shine through. You know, my joy radiates from me. I can use my happiness to uplift others. Affirm it, believe it. It's always nice to hear these encouraging words. And that just kind of shows the kind of company we are. We're just not any company that's trying to just get you out and on your own. We want you to go out and have a lot of fun, but also know that we care about you. You know, this all starts with Steve and Aaron. Steve is one of the most special men that I've ever met. He's very dedicated and he's very loving. You know, he treats us all here like we're his family, which we are. We're a Neumi family, but he really goes out of his way to make us feel like we are his family. And all of you many of you that I've talked to out in the field feel the same way. But here are just some tips that you're not seeing, but the first page, I really like these concepts, you know, just some reminders, be coachable, show up and take action. Sometimes things don't happen on their own. You need to have some effort put in. Be an owner. I love this. And I was talking to the team because you need to own the things that you want to accomplish and follow through. You need to be positive. I can tell you that that's helped me so much in my daily life. I'm very happy. I don't realize it, but people tell me, "Oh, you smile all day, right?" And I guess I do. I don't see it, but I've learned that even through my mentors on the corporate side of the importance of being positive. So see, these are things that we all learn together as we partake of this industry, which is wonderful. Stay committed, dream big, and have vision. So that's what will get you started. So here you can start writing down some of the elements. Again, this is the printed version. And here is just an image of what the interactive version looks like. I know nowadays we want to maybe use our phones or our iPads or computers, whatever works for you. This is just, it is downloadable through a PDF and it is printable and it looks really nice. I mean,
I love it.
Again, this doesn't cost too much money and you can really do it anytime.
And it's easy to connect with the 90-day plan.
Yeah, so we focus on various aspects. So then we'll focus on dream and live. And how do we connect to the products? So Claudia, the blessing, again, talking about Neumi products, is that it's not too hard to connect to these products. I think this is definitely a company where a lot of people come in first because of the product and they experience wonderful things and see good results. And as a result, they want to share it with the world.
Exactly.
So it's very, very easy to focus on that. So what does it mean to dream and live from our end here? We want you to have those goals. We want you to be inspired. So again, as you start your 90 days, as you start your journey right in the beginning, we want to get to know you and we want you to write it down here. What is your inspiration? Sometimes when you ask yourself, like we had an exercise today with all the other managers with Aaron, and it was asking questions similar to this, and you kind of learn about yourself as you do these exercises. So even for you distributors that have been around for a long time since the beginning of Neumi, I invite you to also take a moment to study this section and focus on this inspiration. Maybe you can, as you go forth, revisit some of these questions. But what inspired you to become a Neumi distributor? Start with your why. We hear that so much, right? In books and What is that why? What is your why that drives you? What do you want to accomplish? Do you want to have good benefits from the products? Do you want to accomplish a certain benefit from the comp plan? Do you want to go on a trip? What drives you? You know, what is your inspiration? Now, getting on the personal side, what are your top 3 passions in life? This also implies with getting to kind of get to know you better. Sometimes you do realize things when you write them down and you kind of give it some thought, because we as human beings can evolve and we can change too, right? As we age, or as we develop different interests. Exactly. So it's all, things are always changing. And it's good. It's good to have change. What do you love about Neumi and its products? Again, I think that's very easy and that's very personal. What do you want to share these products with others? What does success look like to you? What would success mean to your family? Using these answers from a bunk, think of one sentence and defines your why. So again, we want you to start thinking of that why, and then we invite you to write down your personal why so that you can always remember throughout your journey what you are trying to accomplish. And it's just a great reminder, and you can always update it. And so we have even some fun quotes here. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And what you do simply proves what you believe. That's from Simon Sinek, who's an author. But Aaron says something similar all the time. You know, he talks about how, yes, people are purchasing product, but people are buying into you. They trust you and they're buying into your experience. They want to know more because of you. So remember that people are always interested in what you have to say. People don't always remember all the time what you said, but they'll remember how you made them feel, whether it's the first time you meet them or at any time. So it's very important to keep that in mind and remember that. So go for goals. Goals are just so important. And I really like this because this is a 90-day work planner, but as you can see here, we go up to 6 months and 12 months because it's good to have long-term goals along with short-term goals. So it's a powerful process. As it says here, it's envisioning your ideal future. I can tell you from personal experience that as the years have gone by, I've learned unique ways to really accomplish my goals, because I think we're all different, right, Claudia?
Everybody's different.
But you can figure out what accomplishing a goal looks like for you and what inspires you. The page right in front of it here has some motivation. You know, think of the values that inspire you. So here are words such as freedom, change, power, wisdom,
fun,
stability,
generosity.
So you can write down what your top 5 core values are and focus on that.
Integrity.
Integrity, yeah. So then you can reflect on that and tie it into the Neumi products, the culture, the business, and the community we're building together, where your core values are firm. So it's a lot of fun. I hope that you enjoy it. Here's what I was just talking about. And see, you can write it down, and it just makes it so much easier. We gave you some ideas, but I'm pretty sure most of you may already know that right from the top of your head, and maybe there'll be 1 or 2 that you'll get inspiration from here. But it's all there ready for you. Now, I want to invite you tomorrow to a very special call. Our founder, Steve, actually held a call last week where he talked a lot about his first book he wrote, which is called A Millionaire's Notebook. That call had such a good outcome that as soon as he finished that call, he said, you know, I want to invite you guys next week, which is tomorrow, to be part of this call. So I want to invite you for the second part of this call that he started last week, tomorrow at 6 p.m. on this same channel, Neumi.tv. So Steve will be ready for you, and this will be an opportunity for you to gain valuable insights, to learn more from him. He's, again, a wonderful person. And it's really a blessing that we're led by someone like him that just has so much vision. But outside of that, that teaches us in personal development. I don't know about you, Claudia, but in all of the companies that I've worked for with projects or even been there for a little bit, you know, I didn't ever see things like Neumi Voyager on the back office. I didn't see a library of assets from Steve's personal development books that I have heard that have a value more than $1,000, all available to you just for being a Neumi member. So
yeah, we can try to know more about the tools, and we can use, and they are amazing resource for all the business that we are involved.
Exactly. So take advantage of that. And what I want to announce today is 2 things just to finish off. we have started a new movement, and this is very new, so we anticipate it may take a few weeks to get into it fully. But one of our wonderful crowns, Karen Justice, in the past, ever since I've joined every Monday morning, we had an update call for her team where we would talk a little bit about everything that was going on, including operations. And, you know, this was great. I really like this. In fact, I look forward to be part of that. It's a very quick, informative session to get you going every week. In fact, right now we're working on calling it Neumi Corner, weekly updates. So you'll see some special things with it. And we're actually looking for a special home for that. So stay tuned. But I want to remind you to go ahead and join us for that. For right now, it'll be on this same channel, Neumi.tv, but most likely we'll have its own webinar link so that we can continue to host it Monday after Monday. This will be at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And it's, again, we're very grateful for Karen because she held this meeting for so long, and it was really motivating. She started to get requests from other groups if they could join, but that was not a possibility. So she reached out to us here at corporate, said, hey, you know, I'm getting requests from people that want to join this update call because they know executives from Neumi are there. And so we decided that it's best as we start this new year, right when we got back from Europe, Aaron and myself, that we would have this call and continue the tradition every Monday morning at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So we look forward to seeing you and more people. In fact, this is a good opportunity for even people in Europe to join us who can't be on this call, which brings me to the next point, Claudia. Because of our growth, we're going to have 2 member night calls now, but we're going to have one for Europe. So the one it'll be the same. We host this, it'll be once a month. So this is just once a month. It's not, I'm not talking about the other days. This is the corporate members night that we'll host. It's just the first week of every month on the Wednesday. You'll get to hear from us every evening here at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. But we'll also host an earlier call around 7 p.m. In most of the Western European countries. We'll get you the exact details with time zone, but we want to make sure that you can be a part of it too. And the best thing about it is because there are so many languages, I've been working with some members in Europe that are going to help us translate in specific translation rooms so that we can speak in English, share the information once a month, again, the first Wednesday of every month, but we'll have live translation throughout the meetings. So
meetings. Wow.
I'm excited to give you more details on that. So look out for those details, but we do hope to start that out next week, the first Wednesday of the month. And, you know, we're very happy. We'll have some recognition.
Oh, yeah.
And so stay tuned for that. And we'll have some more announcements as we go forth. Now, good morning, good night, wherever you may be. We're very grateful that you're a part of Neumi. And don't forget to log in tomorrow at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time to join Steve for a unique self-development call where he will talk principles about his first book, A Millionaire's Notebook. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week. Take care.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing. And you know what's really cool, guys, is the fact that we have the need for a call now in Europe because it's exploding over there. And sitting here in the Southern Hemisphere where we started the company from day one, we tried to make a call that would hit most markets, which was 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time in the US, which, believe it or not, is actually in the morning for most of Asia. And so that didn't work for Europe. So now having another call there, we're going to try and bookend it at both ends, which is great. And on that note, check with your upline. If you're in Australia, New Zealand, or Philippines, check with your upline first, but just know that we're running a Saturday morning call there as well. And if your upline's comfortable with that, if you're in the downline, then don't miss out because it's in the time zone that those people in that market can work as well. I want to show you one thing as we wrap up because there's been a few references on the call today to help.neumi.com, and maybe you've not been there, but I want to show you something very profound you need to see, which I think will make a huge impact on your business when you're asking questions. So if you go to help.neumi.com and you scroll down to, say, orders, let's just go down here. I want to show you something. So you go to orders, see all articles. Now in here, let's say someone is asking what countries we're open in, and I've asked Chris to move this to a different part so it's more easily found, but I just want to show you something. If you scroll down and you go Where is it? How long will my product take? Orders. How long does it take my product to arrive? If you click on that one, we will get it moved to an easier place soon, but you'll see there's a spreadsheet. When you click on that, if you've ever wondered which countries are we open in and what's the status of the countries, straight away here you can see. So you can see here, it says United States, yes, product registration is fully registered on the ground, whereas in the Canada market, it's not for resale. And you can see how long the delivery timeframes take, which products are available. Now, if you go down, there are other, I'm going to go to the very bottom first. NFR means not for retail sale, which means you can't sell to a non-member. They must be e-commerce, buying off the site as a member or a customer. In progress means it's starting to get ready. Partial registration is half there. And of course, yes is fully registered. So I'll bring your attention to this. So Indonesia, fully registered. Taiwan, in progress. We've been operating as an NFR market there for quite some time. 10 to 20-day delivery timeframes. It will ship from the US. It will very soon be fully operational, fully registered on the ground, okay? And you notice that other markets are NFR. I was talking to a lady yesterday who's Malaysian, and I just explained, 10 to 20 days to get a product from the US, maximum amount of product, 2 products at a delivery. Anything more than that might get stuck. So NFR markets, just be aware, if you're operating in a fully operational market like Indonesia or America, where you think, hey, we can buy $1,000 packs or whatever it may be, that's not the case in an NFR market. And how will you know this? Really simple. Teach a man to fish. Teach a woman to fish. We've just shown you. You're going to go to help.neumi.com. You're going to click on how long does my orders take, and you're going to click on this document, and you can scan through and know exactly where things are at. Now, if you're wondering why there is no Japan and there's no Thailand in there yet, that's because they are going to be added soon, and they'll say in progress, and then they'll be fully operational after that point. So I hope you've enjoyed today's call, got a lot out of it. And as he said, log on tomorrow for Steve to get a bit more of an insight into that amazing book of his. And I'd say